This game is just so dang great that I'm still just kind of impressed by how much they managed to do perfectly inside of Shredder's Revenge. Now, normally inside of my reviews, I like to try and break down the good, the bad, and the ugly, but to be perfectly honest, there really isn't any ugly with this. This is the best beat 'em up I've ever played in my entire life. I've actually done every mission in this game multiple times. I've found every single collectible. I've done every single side quest. And today, I just want to tell you why you absolutely need to play Shredder's Revenge. What's up, gamers? DreamcastGuy here. So hi, how's it going? Please like this video and subscribe if you haven't already. If this video hits 3,000 likes, I am going to be giving away a copy of TMNT Shredder's Revenge over on my Twitter account. But now, let's begin with what this game actually is. Shredder's Revenge is a retro-styled game, but it also feels more creative than that. Sometimes these games that feel like they're purposely mimicking the past, they sometimes feel very lazy. It seems like their pixelated graphics or their chip-tuned soundtracks are purposely created to save on budget, whereas Shredder's Revenge, this game is big, this game is long, it's filled with secrets, it has tons of characters and stuff like that, and each bit of it feels like it is created for a very, very direct reason, which is to make the best beat 'em up ever. So in this game, once again, the evil characters of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles universe have teamed up to try and destroy the Big Apple. But this time around, things feel different because there is an interesting sense of progression in this. Shredder's Revenge plays fantastic. It is a very, very simplistic game on the surface. You have one button to dodge, one button to punch, one button to jump, one button to just unleash your specials. But despite the fact that this really is just 4 buttons, there is this really fun depth to it. By pressing jump and punch at the same time, you could do a big uppercut. By unlocking different special abilities, because yes, there is a leveling system in this, you can figure out different ways to do your special and clear off the screen. Additionally, characters do level up. So during the course of this game's almost 20 different missions, it's typically just walking to the right side of the screen. It's fighting enemies, it's just blowing up goofy robotic Foot Clan soldiers, but the reason this game just works so freaking well is, of course, the impact. This is a term I feel like people have started to use a lot in video games, but Shredder's Revenge nails impact. It feels like you are hitting these guys. It feels so satisfying to unleash a very strong power move and knock somebody off their feet. To be able to land that big long combo inside of somebody's weak point and barely survive when you're at low health, or picking up a pizza power-up and then doing a taunt. I love how much this game manages to make hitting feel like hitting. Now, this is even more effective if you're playing it couch co-op. This does have online play, and it does have 6-player co-op. Me and my girlfriend beat this game together, and straight up, I am not exaggerating, we loved every single screen, we loved every single song, we loved this freaking game. And part of it just comes down to the fact that when you're fighting, it's cool to call out, hey, grab that power up, hey, I'm going to use my special, or hey, hurry up and try and revive me. It just feels like those classic arcade experiences that straight up do not exist anymore. But let's talk about the 2 separate styles of game that exist inside of Shredder's Revenge. So you can play this story mode, or you can play this in arcade. Now, when you're playing this in arcade, it's very, very streamlined. There's no leveling systems, there's no experience points, it's just straight up the old school style of continue system. By fighting, by defeating enemies, by doing well, you earn extra lives, which you could consider to be like quarters in the machine, but additionally, it's more difficult. Arcade mode has none of the filler, you can't choose levels, it's just progression, beating up, and trying to survive all the different boss fights. Whereas story mode is definitely a gently slower pace. This has cutscenes, this has big graphics, this has a little bit more talking in it, and it does have the leveling system. So sort of the way this works is that each of the different characters, which is everybody from the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles to April O'Neil to freaking Casey Jones, or even Splinter himself, can jump in on the fight. Now, each of the characters does fight differently. They do have different stats, so some of them have better range, more special ability, more just general damage. I mean, they're sort of each different in their small ways. Each of them is pretty much the same because they're all extremely fun to play, but they have very slightly different combos and stuff like that. But while you're playing this, the character you are is slowly getting experience points by beating levels. People level up all the way to 10. This increases the amount of specials you can have. You unlock new special attacks, so you can do specials while in the air or while just running across the ground. It unlocks extra damage a little bit. I think it's cool because it makes it where there is just that extra tiny push to keep playing the game. Most people are not going to care about this. The entirety of Shredder's Revenge is about 2.5 hours, even if you are collecting every single hidden item and doing all the side quests. But let me talk about that. So during the course of this game, you will occasionally find people just hidden inside the levels. There's 5 of them total, and whenever you find them, they're typically like locked in a door or hidden in the background. When you save them, now they're going to be on the map, and they allow you to turn in different special items you're going to find hidden in a level. Things like VHS tapes, delicious bugs, diary entries. Now, helping them out gives you these experience points that, of course, levels up your character. Now, is this stuff mandatory? Absolutely not, but it feels fun. It's another excuse to play through levels. There was one collectible, one last VHS tape that me and my girlfriend had to go through this level like 4 times to find, but that was just a good excuse to play one of our favorite levels 4 separate times. Collectibles add that little bit of extra added push to make the game just more fun and more just glorious to go through these levels again and again and again. I love Shredder's Revenge. If I could do one tiny gripe, it's that I think the music in this game is fantastic. The sound design is truly top-notch. I love the way it sounds when you blast people about or whenever like a Foot Clan soldier explodes. Shredder's laugh sounds fantastic. But one of the things they did for this game, which on paper I thought was a good idea, is they brought back the original voice actors from the 1987 cartoon show, which I personally grew up with. But some of these voice actors, they sound a little bit bad. They sound a little bit whiny or high-pitched. I can't tell if they tuned them to a certain way, like auto-tune, but for whatever reason, it didn't sound like the voice actors they're not exactly spry chickens. It's not a big detriment, but occasionally whenever I heard them complaining, shell-shocked, they just sounded a bit weird. But other than that, this game is super, super good. Play it online, play couch co-op, do every single side quest, do everything you can, because Shredder's Revenge is a unique experience that, in my opinion, is absolutely worth that $25 price tag. But now that we've heard a ton of good and a little bit of bad, let's go over the ratings board and put a big number on it. I am giving Shredder's Revenge a 10 out of 10. Thank you so much for watching, gamers. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a big old thumbs up, share with your friends, and subscribe if you haven't already. But do me the biggest favor of all, and keep dreaming. Oh man, this was such a freaking blast to play. Huge tip of the hat to .emu, or .emu. I have no idea how to pronounce these people's names. These guys are the best of the best. I loved Streets of Rage. I love this game. I'm still just blown away. So please like the video. If it gets 3,000 likes, I am going to be giving away a copy. More people need to play this now. Thanks so much for watching that video. If you want to see something else, you can always click this link to see what I put up last, or, subscribe and see what's coming up next. Also, I promise that whatever I do, it'll try not to suck.